Okay, hi everybody. Welcome back to my channel. And my channel is all about things on lifestyle, self-improvement, positivity about Nigeria and its people. And today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite things. I love movies and I love Netflix and I love Nollywood as a Nigerian. I love Nollywood. And I feel like Nollywood is doing some really great things as far as entertainment and even contributing to the Nigerian economy. So for today, I'm excited. I'm excited to be talking to another movie lover, a movie expert, movie genius. I decided to talk to her about like top 5 movies of Nollywood in Netflix that you have to watch that you can't miss. So I just want you to introduce yourself a little bit, Cynthia, and tell us a little bit about what you do as a YouTuber.
All right, thank you very much, Isioma. Hi everyone, I'm Cynthia and I'm also a YouTuber. I talk about
Yes.
movies, I review movies, any genre, Hollywood,
Yeah.
Nollywood, Bollywood movies. I talk about them on my channel. So yeah, I'm also a Nollywood lover because like I've seen like a lot of great Nollywood movies and I'm so excited
Yeah.
to discuss about it
Awesome.
today with Isioma. Yeah.
Yes. Cynthia sent me her YouTube channel like last year, and I was like, this is so awesome to like, to see somebody talking about movies, which is something I like to do. I typically write about movies on Medium, but I've done a few movie reviews, but I'm just like such a movie lover. So I was like, now that I'm back on YouTube, we should collaborate because I think her channel is awesome. So for today, we are going to be talking about top 5 movies in Netflix that is produced by Nollywood that people should watch, and there are different genres. We are going to cover drama, we are going to cover romance, we are going to cover action, comedy, and also gender based violence, because that's something I'm passionate about. So, to start off with, the first theme we are going to cover is drama. So, Cynthia, tell us what is one film in Netflix of Nollywood that's drama that we should watch?
All right, so the Griot, this is a
Yes.
2022 drama movie. Stars Latif
Mm-hmm.
Adedimeji. And this movie is a really interesting one. Because
Yeah.
I had not seen the trailer of this movie, but I just saw it on Netflix and I decided to watch it. And I would say this
Mm-hmm.
movie literally beats my expectation. It's a movie about a shy storyteller. He was so
Yeah.
shy, he could not like he was really, really shy to be able to, come out in crowds and tell people stories. Instead, he tells his friends, and his friend is a
Mm-hmm.
very bold person and outstanding, outspoken person. So he goes
Yeah.
out and tells them, and he takes the story and says his own. Like he does not say the truth. That is his friend
Yeah.
Lakunle that tells him the story. So one thing I love about this movie was the whole making of the movie, the organization of the
Yeah.
movie. I really enjoyed it a lot. Getting to see yourself in this movie was like it was so rare. And one thing I also liked was I love the way the movie ended. I like the fact that they
Yeah.
made yeah, I love the fact that they made her die at the end of the movie. Which
Yeah.
yeah, some people would see it as being heartbreaking, but yeah, I really liked it. Just kind of like put us in a situation where you understand that yeah, people could
Mm-hmm.
go as far as being like so dangerous in terms of being very jealous. So yeah, I love the
Mm-hmm.
way the movie was constructed. So I recommend you if you haven't seen the Griot, yeah, I recommend you.
Yeah.
2021, 2022 movie. So yeah, I recommend you
Yeah,
to check it out.
2021 movie actually. It came out in
Yeah.
2021. Yeah. And I
I
also
think
just watched, was it like early this year or last year that I watched, and I love the movie also. I think it's such a sweet story. Like I love the storytelling of it. I like the fact that it takes place like in a village setting, because most of these Nollywood movies, they typically take us like in those urban settings, which is good, usually in Lagos, modern families,
yeah,
professional
exactly.
career women. So I like the fact that when we
Mhm.
watch it, we get to feel like, oh, what is life like in the rural setting? What is life like in the village
Yeah.
setting? And I also like that
That
it's
is the
about like, a
90s.
storyteller. As a writer, I like to like watch the movie and know that okay, it's about this storyteller and he gains popularity through telling his stories. And I think that Sam Mini's character was really good, even though he's sort of like the antagonist. I like the fact that he was very bold and he's very
Yeah,
charismatic. And
yeah,
Lakule's
true.
character, Latif's character, like I thought he was really sweet as the shy guy. And also, of course, Tiwa. Like you said, it was so sad to see her die. Like in the end, when they ended up killing her, like I was so heartbroken. Like I wanted to cry, but I thought that it was like this still different. It's a unique story. It didn't have to have a happy ending,
Yeah,
but I felt like the storyline
exactly.
was sweet. And Tiwa was such like a strong character and so determined, and she was not like falling for Samini, things like that. So like she was just like, totally supportive to Lakunle. And I love that about her character. So I feel like this story was just such a good thing. I love that it's very different from what we typically see. And definitely, I
Exactly.
agree that for like a drama, people should definitely watch it. And I feel like that movie, I would give it like a 9 out of 10. What would you give it for like a rating?
I'll give it an 8.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll
an
give it
eight.
an
Really? You
8.
would not give it a
Yeah.
nine? Wow.
Nah.
I would
No,
give it
like
a
I
nine.
feel
I
like
actually
there
really
were
love this and I would watch it again. You're back. Sorry, the network can be a bit somehow. But you're back, right? You
oh
can hear me?
yeah, I can
Yes.
hear you.
Okay. Yeah. So you said you gave it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, the part
Okay.
for the whole palace, I feel like one of the things I said the movie was really good and like so
Yeah.
the plot of the movie is like this little. But like that palace thing where they were trying to where they said Lafule was the actual like was the real
Yes, yeah. It
original
was real
owner of
persons.
the
Yeah. One
story.
of the
Yeah.
stories. Yeah.
So I feel like that part, the whole juggling in and out, I felt like it was not really. I feel like they would have constructed it in a more better way. But
Okay.
just
Okay.
that little part, besides that, the other
Yeah.
parts of the movie, because the movie was a really intense movie, very
Yeah, it
captivating.
was.
Literally, you're just like so expecting what happens next. Like you're like so
Yeah.
anxious. Those times when it seems like okay, Tiwa was coming close to Lakunle, then boom,
Yeah.
when he's supposed to talk, he's not saying anything. So like that
Yes.
suspense, wanting him to talk, just the movie puts you like push it like
Yes.
like this. So yeah, but the movie is really good. I recommend you guys to see
Yeah. That scene actually, I kind of wish that they would have showed him telling the story more when he's like saying that, oh, he's the original person telling the story. I would have
it.
wanted to see how he sort of like improved on his speaking and telling the story, but I feel like they sort
Yeah,
of skipped
exactly.
it. Yeah. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Yeah,
like Temi Loluwa, I hope I'm saying his name well. Even though he's the antagonist, I feel like I loved his acting more. And even the scene where he's running away and they
yeah,
now show him acting crazy, I sort of liked him as the lead character,
yeah.
though. But
No,
yeah, there are certain
exactly.
scenes,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
that could
love the
definitely be
character a
better.
lot. Like
Hmm.
I really love the character a lot. He really embodied the character very well. It was really
Yeah.
good. I love his whole intonation, his speech. It was very, very clear.
Yes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed his character very well.
Yeah. And I
For
want to see
Lakule's
him in more
character,
things. I don't really see him in that many films, but maybe I'm
yeah,
not just looking out for him because I feel like I don't really see him in that many things as an actor.
yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
this, like there's this in Nollywood does where like they bring out one person. I don't know where they discover them from, and they make them like the lead actor in that movie. Like they
Yeah.
stand so. So I feel like that was what they did for him in
Okay,
that movie.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, okay. So now we are going to our next movie. We talked about the first one that you should watch as drama, and that is The Griot.
yeah,
And now the
yeah.
second movie that you should watch for romance. Tell us, Cynthia, what should people watch in Hollywood for romance?
The man of God. Yeah, the man of God.
Okay.
This movie. When I saw this movie,
Mhm.
I was smiling all throughout the movie because
Uh,
this movie brought a kind
yeah.
of let me say, should I say revitalization? Just felt so
Mm,
refreshed. Yeah, I really enjoyed Akan's character a lot
yeah.
in this movie. It was
He's so
more like the
stubborn.
main person. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like so stubborn. And I think I saw a different part of him because like I used
Yeah.
to see his movies, but I've not really seen him shine this far, like this well in
Hmm.
movies. So
Yeah.
seeing him, I was smiling. And I love the fact that this movie had different directions, different tones.
Yeah.
It started from him being the bad boy down to being a pastor, being a bad boy again,
Yeah.
and down to him being the remorseful stuff. So I really enjoyed the movie
Mm-hmm.
a lot. I love the whole
Yeah.
position. I felt like the movie had a balance, from him being a child, a pastor's son, now he's in school, so
Yeah.
stubborn, has so many girls now, all of a sudden he
Yes.
falls in love with Joy, and Joy was his weakness, he became selfish, he became so
Yeah.
weak, and
Hmm.
although it pains me that he lost everything, and like him losing everything. It was not
But
supposed to
he
be
wasn't
like,
a good guy. So the fact that he lost everything, that was his karma. That was the thing. He wasn't a good guy
yeah,
though.
that was the calm.
Yeah.
But like the thing is that him losing everything was just very little. Like he wanted to lose
Yeah.
everything for joy, just like that. I feel like nah, but I really and they really did well in this movie. To be honest, like I love the
Yeah.
way they did the movie. Like it was nearly perfect, although it was long. But I feel like
Yeah.
it's worth it because like this movie is very captivating. It just kind of like keeps you like on it, and you just literally want to keep on
Yeah.
going and know what happens next. So yeah,
Mm. It was 2 hours there. Yeah, you're right. It was long, but to be honest, it was very fun to watch. Like it was very entertaining. You wouldn't even
yeah.
feel like the time is going by. As far as the
Mm-hmm.
acting, Aka as Samuel, to be honest, I haven't watched that many films with him. I've sort of just like seen him in some movies, but he definitely did a good job as sort of like this guy who's a bad guy. He's stubborn. He can't sleep with anybody. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really care. I didn't like that his character was that way, but I think he did a good job, you know. And I loved
Mm-hmm.
certain scenes of, especially like after university, where he's like playing music and the concerts. I just love that setting
Yeah.
and scene of him playing music. And for me, like I know you said this one is your own favorite as romance. For me, as far as romance, I feel like Isoken is my favorite. But this movie, I felt like just the drama, just the storyline, like you said, is actually really good because the fact that it started off like, oh, he's this young guy, his dad is not treating him well, he runs away from the home, and then he later comes
Mm-hmm.
back, you know. And to be honest, his life has not been perfect. Like he decided to be a pastor, but then he lost everything. So I just love the whole coming back scene where he's now like, okay, he's going to give his life to God. He has to praise God because things didn't work out. So I felt like the storyline, like it was really good, and the way they built things up, and then even the way it ended,
Yeah.
like I feel like it's
Yes.
unique because there are certain times when we watch movies in Nollywood, and then somebody that just dies, or like you don't even know what is happening, and I'm like, why are they ending it like this? So even though the mom
Mm-hmm.
did die, somebody did die, I still felt like the ending when I watched it, I was like, oh wow, this is really sweet. This is really interesting. And as far as like acting, some of the people that I really liked, Rekha, that was like his girlfriend that he's been sleeping around with.
Yeah.
Like she was
Mm-hmm.
also very stubborn. I know she's not like
Very
completely
sweet.
one of the lead
Yeah.
characters, but Dorcas, like
Yeah.
her acting, like I love how her character is just feisty and bold and adventurous. And she's like, oh, she wants to
Yes.
jabba this and
She
that.
was full
I
of
hated the
life.
fact that she
Yeah.
had to die though, but I think her acting
Me
was really
too.
good. And then also like Teju, that is Osas who played Teju, you
Yeah.
know,
Of
who
course.
was like
Yeah.
always in love with him and supportive. Like she is such
Yeah.
a good
From day
actress.
one.
Like I loved her acting. Like she really commands the screen. And even like there was that scene where he's like saying that, oh, he's going to run off to Canada. And he was not
Exactly.
telling her that like, oh, I'm miserable. Me, I was like, she's been supporting him since university. Even though he was flirting with her friend, she's like, oh, I'm going to stick
Yeah.
to this guy, be by his side, and he's opening his mouth to say, "Oh, I'm miserable."
I
No, but
mean,
like
I
I
feel
loved
for
her
her.
acting. Yeah, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
And
I'm
you
going to
know,
ruin you." Huh?
and you will notice that in the movie, like
Yeah,
from when Asanta was introduced, she didn't really shine
yeah.
so much. She
No,
was
she
more like
didn't. Oh,
the back, yeah, she was more
yeah,
like the backseat
yeah,
character. She was just there with him
yeah,
all through. But that this particular scene you talked about, where she was like,
yes.
so you agreed to leave me. Hey,
Uh-huh.
I felt for her.
That's why I said his character was
Yeah,
stubborn,
very
stubborn. So Karma did come back to him.
yes,
And as far as
yeah,
Joy, I
true,
felt like
true.
she's okay. She's an okay actress. I even watched her in Afem. Is it Afem Funa? I don't know whether I'm saying it right, but she
Okay,
did a
I
good
found
job.
Funa, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think she's a good actress. I didn't even know that she's Nigerian when I looked her up. But apparently she was born in Zimbabwe. She was raised in Nigeria. Because at
Okay.
first I was thinking is she sort of like mixed. But she does a good job
Mm-hmm.
also as the love interest. So overall, I think they did a good job. And me, I would give it like an 8 out of 10 for my rating because I feel like it's okay. But like as romance, I wouldn't really feel like it's the best romantic movie. What about you?
Mm,
What rating would you give
yeah,
it?
I think I'll give it an 8 also.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. I feel
But
like I don't why did, okay. I chose as a romance based on although like the movie had like it had so much like it was not so
yeah, it
centered on romance.
does.
You get,
Yeah, it
but
was more than romance
him
actually.
having to be like so weak because of joy like
Yeah, he really
like
loved Joy. Sha.
like, it's
Yes.
just because of her. Nah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give
But
it
you know
an
what?
8
To be honest,
also.
I feel like him and Rekha, even though they were sleeping together, I feel like they were a better fit because both of them are sort of like
Yeah,
they just want
they
to live life to the
exactly.
fullest. I feel like both of
Yeah,
them would actually their own love story would have even been sweeter because it makes more
better.
sense. But
Yes.
I still was still such
Because
a
this
good
guy
story.
would
Like,
be, she would not stress him.
uh
She
she's like,
wasn't a this
whatever.
money girl. Yeah, she's like this whatever.
She's like,
Yeah.
church money. We're going to get church money.
Mm-hmm.
She's so funny,
Yeah.
though.
It was all
But
about the
yeah.
money.
So yeah, definitely for a romance movie, you should watch The Man of God. I would say also for like the drama, such a good storyline. So that's another movie you should watch in
Yeah.
Netflix.
Also,
That's
yeah.
from
Yeah.
Nollywood. So now
Yeah.
let's get to our third movie, and the theme is action. So what should people watch for
Ah.
action in Nollywood? Yes.
Glamour girls.
Oh.
This was I think within 2021 and 2022 we had like good Netflix movies. Because when I
Hmm.
was seeing this movie on Netflix, I was like, Netflix, Nigerian movies, Nollywood, these people should,
Yeah.
they took their time to
Hmm.
give us nice, clean movies with really good
Yeah.
storylines. Like, nah, they
Mhm.
really did well during that time, Sha. So, yeah, Glamour Girls.
Yes.
This movie is a
Mhm.
really sweet one, though. This one, too, I
Yeah,
really
it was
enjoyed.
good.
One thing I love about this movie was the fact that, we had different characters and each
Yeah.
character had their own unique features. We started from
Yes.
Emma, this street girl that just wanted to make money out of life.
Uh-huh.
Just
Yeah.
wanted to make, and she wanted to make this money like
Ah.
anyway. She just wanted to be that Lagos big girl. You get.
Mm-hmm.
So also, I enjoyed Donna's character. You understand that,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah, she was like this because of the kind of work she does. She needed to have
Yeah.
this bossy thing in order for people to
Mm-hmm.
respect her and understand
Yeah.
and not just look at her anyhow. So yeah, I totally understand it. Although I felt like
Mm-hmm.
this one was really long because like some parts in the movie I was kind of like I was just like drowning, I was lost. I felt
Yeah.
like it was too long. But aside that, I
Mm-hmm.
love this movie was classy. They spent money
It
in this
was.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love the characters they use. I
Yeah.
enjoyed them. What's this guy? Ah, this girl's husband. It was Uzo Aikwe that played that character. I
Okay,
think
whose
Aaron. What
husband?
was that his
Is
name?
it Gemma's
Um,
husband?
no, no, not Gemma's husband.
Okay.
This girl. What's her name? It's the one with the Igbo tongue now. That guy.
Oh, okay,
This
Toki
actor, the
Makima.
other one
Oh,
that
okay,
was,
her husband,
yeah, is
right?
like a
Oh,
husband. Yeah, I enjoyed the
ah,
character.
yes. I
I
was
really
going to
also
say
enjoyed
that
that
one. It
character
cracked me up.
also.
I love the man. He
I
was like,
enjoyed
oh,
that
he's carrying
character
the shotgun
also.
back.
Yeah, exactly. So I enjoyed
Yes,
that character too, this classic
honestly.
woman with so much love. Her
Yeah.
husband didn't know
Mm-hmm.
where her money was coming
Yeah.
from, but he was trying enjoying it. And also Gemma and that I love the whole classicism. I love the way this movie
Yeah.
was really, really classic. I really
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed it a lot. And that
Yeah.
guy in Daily I voiced that is in that one too. That
Mm-hmm.
Ghanaian guy, I think Lembele, that was his name in the movie also. Something the
Okay.
bodyguard. I also
Mm.
enjoyed this character, and I enjoyed Emma's character a lot. And funny enough, this movie, I think this movie was the first Sharon Oja's movie I saw. Cause like then, I don't think I've seen a movie, but when I said that, I was so excited. I was like, wow,
Oh,
I really enjoyed that
wow.
character. But yeah,
Mm.
she portrayed the character well. Although the first phase of the movie it was all about her, but the second phase, I think her character shifted back. Then we got introduced to
Yeah.
Donna's character and Gemma's
Uh-huh. Donna to
character.
me, she was the best to me, Sha. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
to be
so I
honest, for
really
Sharon,
enjoyed
like,
it.
yeah, I first saw Sharon just in Oloto. Like, that was just the first time
Okay,
I
let's
now saw her in a
see.
movie. And I was like,
Okay.
oh, she's really good. Yeah. And I liked her
Yeah.
acting though. Like, she's also very fun. And she's like, oh, yeah, she wants to, leave the streets. She wants to live this life as a Lagos babe. Yeah, she was really
Mm-hmm.
good. But to me, I feel like, well, first of all, what I really liked is that I feel like all the women who acted in this film, they were like so good. Like, their acting was like top
Yeah,
notch. But to
perfect
me,
for
I
the
feel like
role.
Donna's character, I think how the way they pronounce her name is say Ikpe, but Donna's character is like awesome. And Donna, she's been acting for a while, so she was like the boss
Mm-hmm.
babe and acting shy. They did a good job. I would give it
Yeah.
like a 7 out of 10 for me. I think it's like a 7 out of 10. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'll give it a seven also. I love the
Yeah,
way the movie was constructed. It was really
yeah,
clean, like very I love it was really intriguing, interesting. I love
yeah.
the it was really long, but you just
Mm,
feel alive watching it. Yeah.
mhm.
So guys,
Now,
Glamour
next.
Girls.
Yeah. Now, next for the fourth movie, I want us to talk about a movie that focuses on gender-based violence. So, what movie should people watch on Netflix or Nollywood that focuses on that theme?
Hmm. Wildflower.
Yes.
This this movie is a movie about a young lady, Rolake,
Yes.
a professional lady looking for a job,
Yeah.
and she had this high esteem of a certain Mr. Gowon. She looked up to him. She if she had an opportunity to work with him, like she literally bow for him and just do the right thing for him, because like she really looked up to him a lot. She admired him so well. So
Yeah.
finally, she got to start working with him, and she was not so conscious of he had a kind of certain kind of character. He was quite bossy at some point. He was kind of
Mm.
like so proud, and this character was portrayed by DME Okonlawon. I really enjoyed this character a lot. I love the way he embodied
Yeah.
the character. So, and also Rola too, she also portrayed the character because she has to this timid, this naive young
Mm.
lady,
Yeah.
even in her compound where she had so many drama happening. One I like the way they did this movie. One scene that I almost got pissed watching this movie. That scene where she was with her boss was trying to rape her, and also we're having a
Yeah.
transition between our own scene and our boss trying to rape her, and also our neighbor. I
Yeah.
don't understand their neighbor trying to rape her also. Hey, I was
Uh-huh.
thinking in my head, are we going to have two rape scenes in this movie? I was
Oh
so
my
pissed. So
God.
pissed.
To be
But
honest,
I
the film
like
is
this
difficult to watch. It's difficult. It's not like a film movie you like. It's a bit difficult. Yeah. It's
but
so
I love the
sad.
fact that I love
Yeah.
the fact that it just shows that you are telling me that okay, I should be very conscious of this person. But you are
Mm-hmm.
seeing a devil in front of you, but you are not conscious of the devil because like you are so blinded because you have like put him in a certain high esteem. So you are not seeing the
Yeah.
approaches coming towards you. So I love the fact
Mm.
that though Lisa defended herself and
Yeah.
I like the way she upheld the character, the whole
Honestly.
yeah,
Round of
I like the way
applause.
she
Yeah.
did it. Yeah. And also I
Mm-hmm.
don't Lisa too, acting like this young lady. She wanted a
Yeah.
peaceful home, but her mom and her dad, every city market days they were always fighting and but it was so
Yes.
sad that her mom died too, Sha, but
Oh, yeah.
the mom too said she was not even listening. She had people that were trying to talk to her to,
Uh-huh.
but she was just all about, her husband. She felt like she was also a man trying to be a loggerhead with her husband all the time. But yeah, this movie is a nice, and I think one of the things I didn't like about this was like that court scene where where they were trying to charge Mr. Gowon.
Okay,
It just
okay.
felt too quick, and just felt like they were kind of like
Okay.
rushing it to just end
Wanted
the
them to
movie.
like just stretch it out a bit
Yeah,
and
exactly.
develop
Just
it. Yeah.
yeah, I felt like they would have just taking their time to just it didn't really
Mm-hmm.
need to be so long, but there would have been a way
Yeah.
they would have done it to have made sense. And also like how Rolly, our boyfriend, the way he acted when he went to confront Mr. Gowon.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought it
That's
was going to
true.
come with a
Yeah.
punch,
I like that
angry,
guy.
but no,
Yeah.
yeah, it was calm about it. He was mature about it. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that movie, like I feel like 5 stars for like especially for like GBV awareness. That's one of my favorite things
Mm-hmm.
about it. And I even wrote about it on media because I feel like we see the lives of these three ladies. Toyin Abrahams, we see domestic violence as the husband is
Yeah.
beating her and then she dies because of it. We see Rolake's story, sexual harassment in the workplace. Adwalisa's
Mm-hmm.
story, not even just sexual harassment, rape. Adolisa's story,
Yes.
somebody like tried to rape her, sexual harassment. Like we see GBV, gender-based violence from three different women. So like the awareness
Yeah.
was really good because we got to see different stories. And Rola K definitely, like she did such a good job. Like you said, like watching the movie, even though I really liked it, sometimes it was a bit difficult to watch, especially, the scene where the boss like where the boss raped her actually, like it was very very sad to watch that. So but she really acted well. I even like the scene where there was the time when she's like having flashbacks and she's thinking about what's happened to her, and you could tell that she's just feeling very emotional and she's thinking about
Yeah, it was
everything and she looks
difficult
at the
for her.
mirror and things like that, and it's so sad. But I also loved it when she like sort of like stood up for herself and did this video recording. So just I think my favorite thing about it is the storyline. And even though her boss, like we don't like Mr. Gowon, right? Dayemi, like he still did such a good job as the villain guy. Like the way he just cares,
Yeah,
like he doesn't care what he's doing to all these women. Like it's terrible, but he's acting though. It makes you really want to like make sure that there are consequences for men like that who think that they can do
yeah,
anything they want to
exactly.
women. So like he did a really good job. And I
Let me add this.
yeah.
This
Mhm.
movie was, I think it was directed by Jordan Stevens, and Jordan,
Okay.
I don't know if you know her, yeah. Like she has, like I think she does a lot with this whole gender-based violence, and also like
Oh,
a lot of our
really?
movies, yeah,
Okay.
a lot of
Mm-hmm.
our movies always, there's always something about our movie. I don't know if you've
Mm.
seen Sister, like she was one that also did Sister, and like so many
Sister.
other movies,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Our
Hmm.
movies are always, there's always something about our movies.
Is
Yeah,
it
I
on
really
Netflix,
like our
sister?
movies a lot. It's on Prime.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
It starts Kennedy Bank College. Probably you should
Okay.
also
Okay.
see that one.
I'll
Yeah,
look
our
it up
movies are
then. I'll look it
also
up.
good. Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know
So
that she
I'm going to
focuses
give,
on all these GBV things.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Our movies are like, she always, our movies, the most, the songs is always interesting. It's always captivating.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of our, I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of our movies, and anytime I
Mm.
see the movie and I'm like, Jordan Stevens, I always want to watch it because I know I'll be entertained.
Yeah. Mm.
So
No, she
yeah,
did a good
I think
job.
I'm
Yeah.
going to give this. Yeah, I'm going to give this an eight.
Okay. Okay. Eight. Ah, I thought you give it more than that, but she tried though. The
If you don't buy
storyline,
the
the acting.
yeah, no,
Me, I feel like
no,
the movie is
the
better
movie.
than. Well, let me not say it's better though, but I feel like good for awareness compared to Glamour
Mm-hmm.
Girls and Oloto, even though they sort of like different forms of GBV. But to me, I feel like this is the one
Yeah,
that people for
yeah, this one
GBV
is
do.
more
That's just my
pronounced.
own.
Yeah, this one is
Yeah, I
more,
think for
yeah, this
my
is
own,
more
like,
pronounced and more focused on. Those ones they
yeah,
just keep in, but this one's like very like clear. They are like really clear
yeah.
about it.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'll give
Okay,
it
so
an eight.
now we are coming to our fifth movie, and the theme is my favorite theme, comedy. So if you want to watch a movie and laugh on Netflix in Nollywood, what should we watch? Comedy and action, actually. Yes, comedy and action. Yeah,
Yeah,
what
this
should we
one
watch?
is a mixture of both comedy and action.
Yeah.
Soole. When
Yes.
I think I saw this movie in 20, I think 2020. That was when I saw this movie on Flow.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think 2020. So my favorite character in this movie was the
Mm-hmm.
driver, Sean
Ah,
Pakwa. Ah, I was,
so
one
funny.
thing I like that I like his character because I feel like he has, he's like an actor. He's a really good actor because literally a lot of
Yeah.
his movies he portrays it well. Like if you
Hmm.
give him the role of a gate man, he's going to do it well. You give him the role of
Hmm.
a rich man, like the way he embodied the character, I was really really surprised. I don't know what
Yeah.
it was. I don't know if I can't remember. I can't say if that was like the first movie I saw of him, but I really enjoyed the way he portrayed
He's
that
very
character.
expressive and
Yeah,
animated.
very funny,
Ah,
acted so bad, so local,
yes.
so stubborn. Yeah, I really enjoyed this
Oh
character. So
my
this movie
god.
is a movie about, Sole. Sole is like a Yoruba word, like it means,
Hmm.
this roadside buses when you are traveling and you don't go and
Yeah.
take buses from the park. So probably like you're on the roadside, those buses that come and pick people from the roadside, people that are
Hmm.
traveling, so they call them Sole.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
so
then.
that's what like the Sole means, yeah. So this movie is a
Mm-hmm.
movie about, travelers and a certain
Mm-hmm.
driver, and along the way, through their journey they got robbed along the way, and travelers having to engage inside, like have conversations and different
Hmm.
views and different opinions. It just basically shows different people and their different characters,
Yeah.
different phases of Nigeria. You see the pastor side, you see people that probably the way they look
Mm-hmm.
is not
That
really how
pastor.
they are. So yeah, exactly. You have like a
Ah,
reverend sister there, you have like
yes.
I think someone that sells agbo and stuff like that. So there are different people. So one thing I
Yes.
like about this movie was the second phase of this movie was totally
Yeah.
different. I was really
Oh,
shocked. I was
yeah.
like,
It was intense.
it was
Yes.
intense, and I like the fact that they made this movie natural. That part when they were trying, when one of those girls in that woman was Isioma, yeah, Isioma. Yeah, I think
Mm.
Isioma because I think Shula Shubowale was Isioma in this movie. So yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
arcade where she kept those women. So one of them wanted to put
Eh,
to bed. That birth whole process. The struggle, and although this thing kind of felt very sensitive, but I think I like that they
yes.
made us feel how this, they made it so natural that you literally feel how you could see how these things are for these people. You get to
Yeah. But
understand
that
it.
scene was a bit
So yeah,
confusing because I feel like was she holding the women captive and then like it was somehow and then some people were just sleeping with each other. I feel like that scene to me, I was even confused about what was happening, but It
You
was
know, I
intense
think
though,
for
but it was also kind of
yeah,
confusing to me.
for that for that scene, it's like, she
Yeah.
takes people
Yes.
unwilling, like without their will. Then she put them. Then she
Uh-huh.
bring people to sleep with them, and they get pregnant. I think she sells the baby. It's like business.
Okay,
So that's like
okay,
the
like all this
business she
baby
does.
selling
Yeah,
business. Okay, now I
exactly.
understand.
Yeah, that's
It
yeah,
makes sense
exactly. That's
then,
what she
though.
does. Yeah, that was what
Uh-huh.
she does. So
Okay.
a woman dressed this way, tie scarf. She was the least
Catholic.
talker in that. Yeah, she was like the least. She was just
Yeah.
like a normal regular person in a bus,
Unexpected.
and
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
unexpected. And I was so shocked. I was like, eh? I was I was
Honestly,
so
I
shocked
was
that
surprised.
I
Yeah.
didn't see where this movie was going to. Like I didn't see where this movie
Mm-hmm.
was going to. For the second phase, I really like what they, because from the start, this
Yeah.
driver, people talking, and in my head I was wondering, okay, when
Yes.
is this movie taking us to? And like the
Uh-huh.
second phase was really like,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, it
and
was
a
really
very
good. Like, to
funny
be
movie
honest,
too.
like I laughed so much, and this is the first time that I'm seeing this Sean Fakua. Like, I've not seen him in anything before. There's this guy
Yeah,
that I'm used to
so
seeing, this funny guy that usually plays the security guard. He's very funny, but like he really made me laugh as the driver. Like he doesn't care, like he's just doing his own thing. And also
mm-hmm.
surprisingly, like Latif's role as Julius, because I kind of see him as a serious actor. He made me laugh for the way he was just acting so crazy in the
Exactly.
bus. Like
Serious.
he needs to get off the bus, and he was part of the whole plot, right? So he did
Mm-hmm.
such a
Yeah.
good job. That pastor, I felt like he was always rhyming whenever he was preaching to them. Oh, in the name of the God, Lord, this and that, and still condemning people. Seriously, that pastor cracked me up. Like I really laughed a lot. I felt like it was more of a comedy than action, because to me, when we got to that scene where we saw her with all of these women and they were getting pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
me, I was a bit confused, right? Because like it didn't make sense to me. But I still feel like her acting, though, her acting was really good. So yeah, I feel like it's a really good movie. Most people acted very well. And the storyline, like you said, it's unexpected. Towards the end, you don't really expect them to sort of like, oh, each gets like some form of the money and figure out what they are going to do with it. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was a really good movie. Like I really liked it though, and I feel like people would just like have such a good time watching this movie. I feel like
Yeah.
9 out of 10 as a comedy, and as an action movie also. Like it was definitely really good. What rating would you give it?
I give it an 8.
Hi, 8. Nah, me, I laughed too much. I had to give it a 9. Like I thought it was really good though. Yes.
I feel like an 8 is good for the movie also. Although
Okay.
they tried, I think they tried. They also tried the replacement, so I would not say it was bad. They tried the
Okay.
replacement. At least the flop in the
Yeah.
movie, just little flop,
Hmm.
little flop. Yeah, they did
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, but it was really good, interesting. So that is it,
Mm-hmm.
people. Those are like our top 5 movies, Netflix in Nollywood that you should watch. Number one, you have to watch The Griot for like drama. It's such a really great storyline. Number two, for romance, The Man of God. It's such a sweet story, and also the storyline is very interesting and unexpected the way things end. Third movie, Glamour Girls, like the women who are in this movie, like they are such like powerful, strong women, a lot of really great
Mm-hmm.
acting, really great movie as far as drama, action. Fourth movie, Wildflower, it's really heartbreaking. It's difficult to watch, but for gender-based violence, it's a really good movie. And if you want to have a good laugh, like Soule is such a fun movie. So yeah, definitely watch those movies. And I'd like to know your thoughts, whether you've watched them, what's your favorite movie in Netflix of Nollywood. Definitely share your thoughts. If you haven't yet, do subscribe to my channel. And of course, Movie Genius, she does like so many movie reviews, and it's just so fun to like watch a movie and hear what she has to say. Like for movie lovers, you definitely would know to like follow her, join her channel, subscribe to her channel. And I do like mostly movie reviews on Medium, so you can definitely like follow me on Medium. So yeah, I had such fun having this discussion with you. Is there something else you want to add?
Yeah, I had fun doing this. Like this is actually
Yes.
like my first collaboration, and yeah,
Yeah,
I'm so
I'm
excited. I
glad
hope
that we
we
did
continue
this.
this. Yeah, I hope we do
Yes.
more of this also. And
Mhm.
yeah, please also subscribe to
Yeah.
Movie Genius. I do appreciate.
Yeah.